take a breather, man. It's been weighing on my shoulder.
Café cubano.
Hello, how's it going? It's me. So today we are dressed up, very nice, because we are in court, Zoom court. Well, they're actually in actual court right there. I'm waiting 5 more minutes to my viewing, or however you call that. But essentially, I'm fighting off a speeding ticket that I got. Essentially, when I was going through my stuff in my face, you remember that what we were doing in the past week, the whole pox situation thing. I had to jet to the ER, and I got a speeding ticket. So I had 30 days roughly to contest it, and I did. So I'm here fighting for my rights. I'm hoping that it gets dismissed very quick, and we get this over with, and I can leave with my hands washed, and that ticket gets erased. Worst case scenario, I have to pay the ticket, which will suck. But yeah, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm crossing fingers, knees, and toes, and wish me luck, because I'm definitely gonna need it. I'll catch you guys in a second. There's still about roughly 3.5 minutes left to my viewing, so I gotta get ready for this. So it's really weird. Right now is 2 minutes past the time of my viewing, and currently on camera they have like some kid, I won't show it to you, but they have some kid, I guess, with his lawyer there, but it's not my case. And I showed up 15 minutes earlier, which is what I've been told. Well, I guess that case is over. So let's see what happens, guys.
Desde el Internet, millas, 50 millas en una zona de 50 millas por hora. Le ruego al caballero que levante su mano de preferencia, que tiene una todavía en la mano, para tomarle un juramento o afirmación. Jura y afirma decir la verdad y nada más que la verdad de lo que se dice le preguntamos en este asunto.
Sí, afirmo.
¿Cuáles son sus alegaciones?
Estaba de camino a la sala de emergencia. Mi familia está padeciendo por problemas de salud. Mi mamá tiene problemas de cáncer del ovario, y yo empecé a tener unos brotes en el cuerpo luego de tener una fiebre y unos vómitos, y estuve en la sala de emergencia para hacer como tal, que me diagnosticaran qué es lo que me estaba pasando, y luego de varias horas de estar en el hospital, me diagnosticaron que tenía un virus infeccional, que me estaba causando brotes en el cuerpo, que no estaban 100% seguros de lo que era, pero estaban seguros que era un tipo de virus, que me estaba causando brotes en la cara, en el cuerpo y todo eso, y pues por eso pues tenía que ir, no supe exactamente cuánto estaba yendo, pero estaba de camino por la 66 hacia el hospital.
¿Y qué pasó con la intervención?
¿Cómo fue?
El caso con la intervención, que usted me dijo que usted tenía unas situaciones de salud. ¿Qué pasó?
Entonces fue...
¿No lo detuvo el policía usted?
¿Cómo fue?
¿El policía lo detuvo usted o no?
Sí, me detuvo, sí.
¿Y por qué lo detuvo?
Me detuvo porque iba en la carretera saliendo como tal de la Valdoriotti hacia el hospital, de camino allá para hacerme como tal esos diagnósticos.
¿Por eso fue que lo detuvo?
Sí, o sea, por estar un poquito sobre la velocidad.
¿Y qué le dijo él?
La oficial fue una mujer, me dijo que pues estaba en exceso, Y nada, o sea, no, como no me sentía bien, o sea, no, le entregué mi identificación y mi licencia del vehículo. Fue hacia la parte de atrás, vino hacia atrás y me dijo pues la velocidad que iba, y me dijo si me quería bajar del vehículo, pero yo dije que no, porque en verdad no me sentía bien. Y tan pronto me dio el recurso, me dijo que pues tengo hasta 30 días para refutarlo, y después yo me fui hacia el hospital.
Usted está pidiendo revisión al tribunal, ¿por qué razón? Que usted está, no entiendo cuáles son las alegaciones. Usted está indicando que eso es una cosa excepcional, que le pasó porque estaba enfermo.
Ajá, fue un caso excepcional en este caso, porque pues tenía que ir al médico pues, a revisarme qué era lo que me estaba pasando con los brotes del cuerpo.
Bien, el tribunal le va a declarar lugar la revisión porque no tiene aquí otra alegación. La acción no fue citada. Fue citada, pero no compareció ni se comunicó. Le va a llegar por la resolución para que se proceda a comunicar con el sector para que procedan a eliminar el grabado. Sería todo.
Gracias. So, there you have it. So, the cop didn't show up, which was my prayer. My prayer literally got answered. But at the same time, it wasn't as easy as last one. So, this is my second ticket actually here. So, the first one I got was maybe over a year and a half ago or so. I just literally got here, and I was literally getting into my gym, and I took off my seatbelt, and a cop gave me a ticket because I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, but I was already in the parking of my gym. So I fought that one, and literally I showed up to the Zoom court, and then they were like, do you stand with what you were saying? And I said, yeah. And they let me go. This one, they made me, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I think you did. They made me put my hand up so I can like swear and then kind of explain my refute or whatever. And I did. They said that the cop didn't show up, which typically would be like, alright, so I stand with what I said. So I just basically regurgitated what I wrote, which is that I was having some medical complications and things like that. And this guy was like hammering a little bit on me. He was like, but why? This, that, da, da, da. And I'm like, alright, bro, like I'm giving you all the information I can give you. And essentially he just said, I just got dismissed just now. And he said that I will get via the mail essentially what's going to be the verdict and how to get it essentially out of my record. So at this point, I don't know what the verdict is. I'm assuming that based on like normal procedures, I beat it because the cop didn't show up. But then at the same time, I just got drilled. Like this was like a pretty rough guy, the judge or whoever he is, I don't know. And yeah, we just gotta wait and see like what happens. But at least I'm happy that like my first prayer, which is like the cop didn't show up, would actually happen. So if you ever have doubts on how to like fight tickets, essentially at least here the procedure is you get the ticket, you get up to 30 days to fight it if you have a valid excuse. That's typically an emergency situation, or you think you weren't at fault and things like that. And then you go to the to the court that you, from the town that you got that ticket from, and there they make you fill out all these papers. You have to pay a $6 little ticket thing, like a stamp, in order to like get processed. So that's like $6, and then you have to make copies, like at least 2 copies of all your paperwork. So be ready for those things. And then after that's done, you go and submit. You take a little number. You go and submit all those one portion of those papers to them, and then they give you another portion of those papers for you to submit via mail, and then the other portion of those papers, so it's 3 in total, 2 copies, is for you. So you get to keep one. You go to the U.S. post office, and you mail that second one, and the other one has been submitted. And then you just wait. Oh, and then once you submit the first papers, they're gonna ask you if you want to do, at least that's what's happening right now. They ask you if you want to do in-person court or Zoom court. Personally, I prefer Zoom court, so it doesn't disrupt my life as much, because if I go in person, then I have to like get ready, drive all the way there, park, etc., etc. Like it's just a waste of time. But Zoom court, it makes it easier and stuff like that. You just have to wait, and then once you submit all those things, you wait via email, and they're gonna email you at some point. And this one, for example, like the first one I got, which was like I said a while ago, it was pretty roughly quick. At least it felt to me like quick. This one took forever, and I don't know if it's because we were having complications out here or what it is, but since I submitted all the paperwork, I legit waited like almost a whole month just to get like a date. And once I got the date, it was pretty much like a week or so after the email that I got. So once you get that email, it's pretty much gonna be like a week after. So basically I waited a month to then get that email, and then that email was a week after. So roughly 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks since I submitted. And yeah, and then once you got your date, just do everything you can to show up, whether you're showing up in person or you're showing up in Zoom court. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. I was really nervous, more prior than during, because that's the thing with me. It's like I always get that anxiety and excite. It's like a combination of excitement and anxiety and fighting for my rights and like all this stuff together. So I ended up, yeah, like I was like really nervous, and then I was like, as you saw in the video, I was like, what's going on? Like, why is it not my case? It's like some other stuff going on. And even once that case was done, other people showed up. Like there was like some dude and a kid showed up, and I think it was like a cop and a dude fighting for his thing there that showed up in my Zoom that had nothing to do with my thing, but they were there as well. So I'm like, okay, interesting. So yeah, now all I have to do is wait till I get that stuff in the mail to see what's the next move. But for now, I am going to at least act like I beat this case and take a breather, man, because it's been weighing on my shoulder, yeah. So I'm happy that went through that process. I'm happy that's done, and let's not get any more again, okay? Let's behave. Let's stay in the law, and yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you for tuning in.